une mauvaise journée.
About 80% of college students drink alcohol. Half of those who drink binge drink. Binge drinking is considered as having a BAC above 0.8.
Binge drinking affects 1 in 6 adults. These binges typically occur 4 times a month. Binge drinking is more than 5 drinks for men or 4 drinks for women in a short period of time.
From binge drinking, one can fall into the stages of alcoholism. Sneaking drinks or minimizing how much you actually consume. You start to feel preoccupied with drinking. You start gulping drinks, especially your first one. You stop talking about your drinking with most people. You'd rather just not bring it up. You start having blackouts. Your tolerance goes up. You start drinking before and after social drinking occasions. You start drinking as a way to relieve uncomfortable emotional situations or stress. You start feeling uncomfortable in social situations that don't allow alcohol. You start to feel a loss of control over how much you drink. You start to lie to others about how much you drink. Your habits of drinking as a way to relieve negative emotions get more entrenched.
You start hiding your alcohol or making sure you'll always have a good supply. You start to need a first drink of the day. You try to force yourself into periods of abstinence. Other people start commenting on how much you're drinking. You start becoming occasionally aggressive or grandiose. You start to feel really guilty about your drinking. Eating becomes less important than drinking. Personal relationships become less important than drinking. You start to develop unreasonable feelings of resentment. You start thinking of getting away temporarily as a way to stop drinking. Your sex drive diminishes. Your drinking leads to your quitting or losing your job. You start feeling overly jealous. You get into a habit of solo drinking. You get morning shakes or tremors. You start drinking early in the morning. Your guilt has blossomed into constant remorse. You have multi-day drinking binges.
Your alcohol tolerance goes down. You start experiencing fear that is not attached to any outside definable threat, just a vague fear. You are no longer able to work or hold down a job. Your physical condition and health deteriorates. You lose your sense of morality. You are hospitalized for your drinking. Your remorse becomes a constant feeling. You can no longer count on any family or friends to help you.
The use of alcohol has very wide-ranging effects. It's not just an individual problem, it's a problem for the family, it's a problem for society as a whole. There's a strong association between alcohol abuse and forms of child neglect, domestic violence, and other kinds of trauma that really lead to very poor outcomes in these individuals as adults. These experiences can lead to a shortened lifespan, can lead to a number of chronic diseases, can lead to higher rates of depression and psychiatric illness.